Do it. So we're joined by the Geek Room, and you guys had Vosh on.
Yeah, that was a very interesting experience. Went way better than I thought it would.
Really?
Yeah.
How so?
I mean, well, we've had guests, or maybe I should just say a guest in the past who couldn't.
Yeah, me.
Well, well yeah. That couldn't exactly deal with what we were watching and talking about and bailed halfway through. So I kind of thought that might happen. As a matter of fact, when the show started...
Who? Wait, hold on. Who's this?
Godless Cranium? Yeah.
Yeah,
I think...
Wait, hold on. What happened? Why did you guys play like some neo-Nazi propaganda or some shit? What the fuck happened?
We were just playing typical shit we usually play on the show from week to week, and all of a sudden he goes, "Yeah, my fiance needs me. I gotta go." And he's just out.
Yeah, I gotta go prep the bowl. Hold on.
Yeah, it was kind of one of those funniest things, and it's like a running joke on the whole show. It's like, all right, let's see how long we can keep this guest on. See if they jump out right when we play the entry music. Like Vosh did it today because I think he had like some technical difficulties. We're like, well, damn, that was fast.
Well, I'm glad that your podcast wasn't burned down by all the anarcho-communists in the chat. So I hope they actually tune in next time. You know.
Oh, they're fucking awesome. That was a good crowd. We were kind of scared for a second there because of the
I'm just joking around. They seem like nice people. Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, you have to take into account, we started the show off today with a video package I had put together about how situations where Billy, one of our other co-hosts, had said vaguely and sometimes less than vaguely racist things. So that's how the show started.
Good start.
You know, if I have someone on who I know is very left-wing, I'll mostly riff on fucking right-wing bullshit. And if I have someone who's mostly right-wing, I'll riff on left-wing bullshit. There's plenty of idiots on both sides that we talk about on this show, so there's plenty of fucking content to fill. So why not do
no
that?
doubt.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt.
That's what we try to do, too.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean,
Go
honestly...
ahead.
I mean, honestly, we just kind of try to pick both for every show. So you'll always have those clips where you just kind of sit back and kind of wait to see what the guest is going to say.
SWEGTA and War Corps came to like a lot of differences, basically. So it's interesting sometimes to play content that we know that people will disagree on because it just leads to more dialogues. Like even like a 1-minute video can be like a 7-minute long.
That actually went south for us. Like we had someone who was very left leaning. Oh, I'm not gonna say who, but he was very left leaning on our show. And Anna made she made the reference of, or she made how it was like voting day. And it wasn't like the Trump voting thing. It was a different preliminaries, I guess. And she voted Republican because the Democratic one's just not that good, and everybody else. And the dude got so offended about it. And throughout the rest of the show, he was sitting there playing with his phone. So he just kind of like shut down unless something caught his eye and or his ear, really. So it was just, that went totally south, and that was kind of like,
I mean, like that's like something a fucking spoiled teenager would do at like the dinner table.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was just kind of like, shit, never. That's why we said like before the show, never meet your heroes, because we met one of our heroes and it was.
I'm sorry, man.
It was kind of like, well, shit. I was so excited the whole day, then all of a sudden that happened. I'm like, well, yeah, you're not that nice.
Yeah, back when I was younger, like really young, like 10, 11 years old, there was a YouTuber I knew on YouTube who I ended up meeting, and I just didn't end up liking the guy once I met him. Like, I thought he was like, I really, like, that guy was part of what formed my fucking childhood. Like, he was one of the first YouTubers I ever fucking watched, man.
Yeah.
I think everyone has someone like that.
I don't. I think I've been that person, though. I think I've been that person because
oh my god,
I've met viewers of mine. Yeah, but usually, like, I befriend them until eventually somebody develops an addiction, and then it's just downhill. But
addiction to SWEGTA?
No, addiction to like actual fucking drugs. I wish SWEGTA, that'd be awesome. I'd be like a cultist or like a cult leader, but no. Usually, there's like a grim end to the
Dude, that's what we're starting right here. That's the entire point of Underhaven, our own underground civilization.
Yeah.
Should worship at the Church of SWEGTA.
No, honest thread, it wasn't mundane, Matt.
I actually never met mundane.
Oh, you upset him.
Also, in response to what the other user said, no, I don't like an echo chamber. I usually like I have opinions that are right leaning and left leaning. So if I have someone who's very far right on the show or very far left, then I'll come to disagreements with them. I don't want an echo chamber, but I do want to show off the best of their talents.
Yeah, here's the thing too. Like, we had War Corps on because we knew that there was like a point of contention there. Like,
there's been years of contention between you and War Corps. Yeah,
yeah.
And different political beliefs.
And actually, like, our audience had a very positive reaction to us having him on. A lot of people
we got
were like,
a lot of comments.
He may be a moron, but at least he's interesting. It's like, okay.
I think we need to have him on.
Oh my god.
Billy can start talking.
Oh, well... Yeah, that would be interesting, actually. Now that you mentioned that, I would love to see that. Hopefully you don't get him when he's drunk, though. We got him at a rare point when he was actually coherent enough to actually, construct arguments and debunk shit. But most of the time...
Which is funny, because like the two times I've had a debate with him, he's been shit-faced, especially during the second one.
Yeah,
like, there was a point in that debate where I was like, he's like, oh, we've been doing this for like 2 hours. I'm like, it's been 15 minutes, you fat sack of shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Is that the guy with all the clocks on the wall? Or we
not anymore. We asked him about that.
He replaced it with a whiteboard, a blank canvas.
Dude, I like how we totally got him on the point that it was just completely worthless for him to change it over, and it was just like, well, maybe the clocks will come back. Anyone, if you haven't watched that episode, go back and watch it. It's one of my favorite ones in quite a while.
Yeah, it's a good one. So
apparently our audience agrees, yeah.
Yeah, they do. You want to get into some videos? Because we have quite a lot lined up.
Yeah, let's get into the fucking content, dude.
Let's do this.
All right.
Well, I thought that was a fantastic video.
Hey, look, it's Pimma.
Still is.
It always will be, dude.
Whoa!
They're extra dimensional.
Fucking Gorilla 99.
They are not what they claim.
Freemasons! Go back to the Looney House, Mario! Conspiracy
okay, so recently, Sage Wanderer, we've not played one of his videos in a long time, but he did like a live stream, and as he did the live stream, I'm like, you know what, I'm willing to bet, because like I have a check mark next to my name now. So I'm like, I'm willing to bet, like, if I ask anything, he's gonna notice me before any of his, like, frequent viewers. And I'm also willing to bet, like, if I ask him something completely innocuous and just, like, something that anybody could answer, he's gonna give me, like, the most insane fucking response I could think of. And so this is me. This is a quick clip, like 20 seconds, a clip of me asking Sage, do you prefer Coke or Pepsi? So, here we go.
Okay.
Let's find out.
Coke or Pepsi? Definitely Coke. Pepsi has fetus stuff in it.
So there you go. That's the beginning of that. So here's his elaboration, and it's cogent.
I think. There's the thing about fetal tissue being in certain Pepsi products. I don't know if that's true or not. That's just something I saw on the internet. Don't. Enough to where I didn't like Pepsi anyway.
So there you go. That's it.
The best part is, though, is that after this, he does elaborate a little bit, and he says, you know what, I didn't even like Pepsi to begin with, so whatever, that was enough for me to never drink it ever again. It just goes to show that people will believe anything negative about.
Let's see, if he ran with that, I'd be like, all right, cool. I don't like Pepsi either, just because it's just really, really sugary.
Oh, I prefer Coke,
you
too.
come up like, hey, yeah, they got baby fetuses in there. It's the drink of atheists. I don't like it.
Well, see, I for one prefer it because of that reason. I like it. It adds a bit of a punch to it.
Dude, if they branded it that way, they just get more fucking customers.
I would drink it.
Yeah, you
Dude, that's why it's the choice of a new generation.
You check the back label of the Pepsi can, it has like Planned Parenthood on it or some shit.
Yeah, all the Pepsi plants are right next to Planned Parenthoods.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? This is the second time in a row on an episode of Underhaven that we've drawn a correlation between turning baby fetuses into foods.
No, let's push onward. Let's see where this path goes.
I'll do it. I'll do it next episode too.
Yeah. So this is Josh Feuerstein. Is it Feuerstein or Feuerstein? How do you say his name? Josh Moronstein, as TJ famously called him.
Moronstein. Yeah.
Josh.
Hey guys, what's up? Josh Feuerstein here. So
Hi,
I'm
Josh.
at the movies. Brought my kids to watch a movie, and I see this Toy Story advertisement right out here.
This newfangled Toy Story the kids are talking about.
I don't see a Jesus in there. It better be having Jesus.
Voodoo
It kind of looks like he
dolls and
has
all
one
that stuff.
cloudy eye, doesn't it?
Something scary that's being propagated upon our kids by Disney.
It's propaganda.
Check this out. There's a new character known as Sporky. Now,
Wait, no! Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? He's gonna find something wrong in this. What the fuck?
Yeah. The most benign character ever imaginable.
A fucking spork! Dude, he can find something satanic to fucking expose in a fucking spork, dude. I'm glad that, you know what, at least the vigilant Christian's job is still being done over.
I can see where this is going already, and I can tell you, Josh Feuerstein, you're a fucking dumbass. Like, don't do what I'm thinking you're about to do, because I can see it so far. Go ahead and play it. Let's see if I'm right.
why this is a transgender character.
Yep.
No!
You fucking
Yep.
shit.
He done did it.
The entire point is a fucking inanimate object that turns and that gains fucking sentience. What the fuck does that have to do with being trans?
Let's find out.
Josh Feuerstein telling every trans person that they're a spork.
Obviously, it was a spoon, and now it's transitioning into a fork.
It's a fork and
Oh
a
my
spoon
God.
together, and look at the little.
No, that is what he's going for. No. He's actually going for that. Oh my god, that's what he's going for. Because it's wait. So is he just trying to say that sporks in general are like trying to promote this agenda?
We gotta
fucking guess.
we gotta protest KFC right now, guys.
Dude, I was using fucking sporks in elementary school. Was I just being fucking catered? Like, was I just being like fucking indoctrinated?
Yeah.
Here's the thing: a sport is not a fucking fork transitioning into a spoon. You dipshit! It's just a combination. Trans people are not like a combination. It's being a fucking idiot. Shut. Oh god.
So like sporks are like Frankenstein people, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Dude, this is the type of guy who would literally be like, yeah, cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria.
Cat dog.
Right down here.
Spoons.
Oh yes, the cat dog. That's also transgender propaganda.
Right. See that?
Honestly, I have seen that before. I've seen people make that claim, not even joking around. I don't know how
No
else makes
shit.
it.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen people claim cat dog as like transgender propaganda.
Just a fucking cat and a dog put fucking together.
Like,
What the hell?
I'm more creeped out by like questions like how does it shit?
Exactly.
oh my
There's other
god.
questions
Ladies
you
and
need.
gentlemen,
Yeah. Go ahead.
this is being propagated upon our kids. And I told you a long time ago, they sneak this stuff into kids' movies because they want to get their
Sneak it in. It's prominently placed. It's like one of the big draws. Like, here's like a new character we're like introducing to the franchise. That's not sneaking something in. That's advertising.
Besides, kids aren't going to be thrilled when they get their Happy Meal and they got spork. You know, like it's not like they're gonna be shitting kittens over spork.
Oh, I got
They could make that them fucking selves.
I want to ask you to share this. Let other parents know you got to boycott Toy Story. This is propaganda.
The only unfortunate thing is
being
that there's so many people on Facebook because there's so many fucking boomers that inhabit that website that they'll fucking fall for it. And they share this shit like crazy. Hundreds of fucking thousands of shares that this guy's videos get, dude.
Not this video. Actually, Josh has fallen in views and followers quite a bit.
Nice.
Yeah, he still has them, but you know, compared to like the evolution video he made like 5 years ago, like this is abysmal as far as like him reaching his audience goes.
So there's a
like
little
he
bit
used,
of
he used to
hope
be
and
like on
blessing.
CNN and shit as a guest because of the Starbucks shit. But now it's like, I don't know, last time I checked it had like, I don't know, 10,000 likes or some shit like that.
It's not really surprising because it really did reach its peak around like 2014, 2016, between that era, you know, like right around then there was more of a discussion going on. There was more of an appeal to this, especially when Trump was getting elected. This guy was huge. He skyrocketed then. I probably reached his peak then too.
Yeah. He got to bring back, he has to bring back the backwards red cap. That's it. That's the key to success. Just take a lesson from Fred Durst.
Yeah, man. Dude, that's the first time that's ever been uttered in human history.
Yeah. he's like the fat version, like the combination of Kevin James and Fred Durst. Yeah, nobody else has made that observation in the past. No one.
I think more potato.
Take a lesson for the guys who have made the most out of their careers, such as Kevin James and Fred Durst.
Frustrated with it as I am, take a moment, share the video, let parents know. It's that kind of propaganda right there.
Please, I'm not getting
used
like I used to, guys.
God bless. Have a beautiful day.
God bless.
They're putting goddamn sporks in the kids' films.
This guy's just a fat, old, overgrown fucking egghead, dude. That's all he fucking is, man.
Oh, poor egghead.
I want to see his bathtub.
Kill me with this shit. Jesus Christ.
Shall we continue?
Yeah, we shall. So, this is it speaks for itself. Fuck it.
All right.
Hello, everybody. Pastor Boyle here from Revival Baptist.
Pastor Boyle.
He
Yeah.
looks like a fucking
If there's
Boyle.
ever been an apropos name, Pastor Boyle. Yep, you got it.
Church in Orlando, Florida, with a very important announcement to make. We're going to be hosting this June 14th, 15th, and 16th a conference exposing the reprobates. The name of our conference is Make America Straight Again.
You know what I love about this? Even though he's putting on this fake smile, you can just tell he's evil. You know, like it's one of those people you look at and you just see like the deep hatred for people who differ from him on any level.
Yeah, you can tell this guy's a fucking bullshit artist from the fucking grin on his face.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of like that Carlson bit about like how the salesman, you know, like when he sees the customer, he like that's when you see the smile. But for him, it's like when you see like a vulnerable person he can brainwash, that's when you get the smile. That's when you get, you know, him concealing his hatred with positivity or like fake positivity. It's like Make America Straight Again. Has it ever been?
That's why they put on this entire fucking farce, too, just to get people like that, so they can get people in the vulnerable positions where they can get their fucking money, what they really care about.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, 10% of the population, approximately, are gay or bisexuals. I mean, like, considering that, you know, you've always had, like, at least a few thousand people in America at all times, as long as, you know, people have had a civilization there. I mean, like, it's always been a mixing pot of gender identities, sexual orientations, and cultures and shit. So it doesn't even make any sense. Like, he's presenting this as though, like, we can regress back to a point where, like, you know, every person you met was heterosexual. Yeah, but it's not even, it never happened. There's no point to go back to. It's just like some nebulous nonsense.
The thing is that they held this down into, I think, Florida. And they were counting on, like, from what a lot of people said, they were counting on the stand your ground law so they can actually do some fucking harm and shit. So it was like, this thing is like, even this thing is shitty, but even what they wanted to do and are hoping to happen is even fucking shittier. So
I can't fucking stand people like this, but you know what I don't, you know what I do fucking enjoy? I love fucking tearing into them and just fucking making fun of dumbasses like this because it's just too fucking easy. The people like this who make it so transparent that they're trying to manipulate people are some of the easiest people to fuck with. And they come in all fucking shapes and colors. They come from all fucking types of backgrounds. This guy's just another fucking asshole in a suit trying to fucking preach his fucking serum to everyone's fucking issues, but it won't fucking work. Not as long as there are people like us calling it out, dude.
Well, I have a question for you guys. How soon after these cameras stopped rolling did he go sit in the glory hole for like 3.5 hours? Like
5 milliseconds.
Because as we all know,
dude, this was filmed in it, dude. This was filmed next to one.
it was God's glory hole. Da, da, da.
That'll be a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Dude, no, that's what he describes as anus.
And we're going to have preachers like Pastor Tommy McMurtry, Pastor Steven Anderson, Pastor Aaron Thomas.
No, you gotta play the intro, Strike. You gotta play the intro.
Okay, should we just skip to that?
Yeah, fuck it. We're going to that now. It's the intro. Oh man, I love this intro.
You've been deceived tonight. You've been lied to. The media has been brainwashing you week after week and month after month and day after day.
No homos will ever be allowed on this church as long as I'm the pastor here.
Never.
Mr. Anderson.
Coincidentally, I actually have a Steven Anderson clip, but I don't know if we'll have a lot to say about it. It's a bit interesting, though. It's
Might as well play it.
Steven Anderson kicking a member of his congregation out because I guess they gossiped about him.
Oh damn!
Right here has texted people without coming to me. Look, if he had a problem with my doctrine, shouldn't he have come to me? Or should he be going behind my back and backbiting, going to other church members who never asked his opinion, Mike?
Okay, kind of like how you gossip about other preachers because they preach a different, more Diet Coke brand of the religion you peddle.
He talks more shit about other preachers in videos than he actually talks about his faith.
I love how he's talking about how people need to handle things while he's handling his dirty laundry in the middle of a sermon.
Yeah,
dude. After this sermon, he started handling some massive dongs.
Oh, you know that, but I mean, like, it's a combination of two sins. It's I know gossiping is forbidden, and wrath, isn't that like one of the 7 deadly sins?
Oh yeah, dude, this guy never encompasses that.
No. It's different for him. He's a preacher, so he's fine.
Okay.
Jesus' wrath.
Never even asked and said, "Hey, Chris, what do you think about Pastor Anderson's sermon?" He just texts them because he saw them on YouTube defending me. So because they were on YouTube defending me,
he's just ranting to his fucking ministry, dude.
Defending the pastor of his church, calls my statements wicked and evil. And listen,
I like to pause. Yeah. Dude, you know everyone here feels assured that in case they get into a disagreement with the pastor, even if they just feel the need to leave, that they're gonna not, be talked shit upon while they fucking leave. Does this kind of seem like a fucking intimidation tactic to keep people in his fucking ministry?
Yeah, it does, because it's like,
talk shit about them, try and ruin their reputation.
We've got dissenting opinions. This guy doesn't really have the faith. He's disobeying me. This is like cult leader type behavior, isn't it?
Yeah.
He is leading a fucking cult.
Yeah. But if you call it that, they're like, oh no, it's a religion. It's like, okay, well, the difference seems minuscule.
Where the fuck do you draw the line, especially with people like this?
I think it's the number of members. I think that's about as close as we can get.
Gotcha.
Dude, say what you want, but if I had to pick between going to a fucking sermon with an asshole like this and going to chill out with some fucking stoner hippie ass guy who's trying to be trying to preach some new age shit, I think I'd rather hang out with that guy. Fuck this dude. I can't fucking stand people like this.
Fucking go kick it with Sage.
Fucking high stress. Yeah. Seriously, I'd rather hang out with fucking Sage, dude. Any fucking.
Yeah.
With this guy, you're just gonna get a lot yelled at and shit. With the hippie guy, you're gonna get some good weed. So.
Hell yeah.
Hey, buddy, Ashton Yackton lets everybody get up and say whatever they want. But in this church, it's not a free-for-all. It's not an open mic. You don't come to this church and pretend to be...
Kind of sounds like there's a demon in the background.
Yeah.
A faithful member of the church...
Is that a baby crying? Do you have a dissenting opinion, baby?
Huh? Did you ever have
It's
a
like,
gas
Pastor
station?
Anderson, what do you make of this? Well, there you have it.
I'd like you to get up and get out of this church right now.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out.
Hey man, get out.
What's that?
Faggot.
Hey, man.
Just like Jesus would have said, get the fuck out.
A simulator?
Say it or
What?
not, you don't come to this church
He's a simulator.
and
Great
backbite.
place to bring your kids. Look at all the fucking people who bring their kids.
And
Yeah.
go around and say,
Half the fucking audience is fucking
why do
children.
you want to be here, Chris?
a family show.
You're not tampering with the gospel.
Yeah.
There are 40
It's a
other
family
Baptist
picture.
churches in this town
Rated
that are
PG.
PGs only that don't, quote, tamper with the gospel. So why don't you go join one of them, Chris? Why are you even here?
Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit.
Why'd you go join one of them? Well, mate.
I mean, isn't this kind of like what you want? You want people to with differing opinions to come to your congregation and be preached to.
So you can
right?
change their mind, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the doors are
but
supposed
then-
to be open. You're supposed to be
But
welcome.
then, like, when it's the other way around, when it's like one of his members, you know, kind of having doubts or you know, criticizing the way he conducts himself, it's like, no, GTFO, bitch.
See, this
You
is the type
fucking-
of first
you
person that wants a
simulator.
fucking echo chamber. That's all this guy fucking wants. He just wants an echo chamber of people that'll fucking shut their mouths and stay silent.
Yeah.
Pretty much. This reminds me of that Wild Bill video we saw a couple of weeks ago where he's just basically sitting there bragging because his preacher threw out a drag queen from the church.
You're
and
right.
he's like so happy.
Disagreeing with what I preach is not a reason to be kicked out. You're right. Because
Okay.
listen to me.
Then why
no
do
one
that?
in this church agrees with me on everything, and that's okay. Because we're all different. We all read the Bible. We all have the Holy
If you
Spirit.
don't do what I say, I'm gonna
no
kick
two
your ass.
Christians are going to agree on everything. That's fine. No problem. I've had people come up to me and say, "Hey, I don't agree with this doctrine." I always tell them, "That's okay. You don't have to agree with me."
Yeah,
Come
right.
here.
You've never done that once in your life, you fucking asshole. You fucking yell in their face.
There's one thing that comes to mind when I think about Pastor Steven Anderson. It's diplomacy.
Yeah, it's being cool, calm, and collected. My fucking ass.
Get your ass
But
up on
there's a
that
big
podium, boy.
difference between not agreeing and calling the pastors preaching wicked and evil and accusing
You
him
do
of
that
tampering
all
with
the
the
time.
gospel behind his back without ever bringing that to me.
Hey, Steven,
You
how
do
many
that
times have
all
you
the time.
Yeah, how many times you talked to Joel Anderson?
Seriously.
Face to face, huh? You fucking idiot.
This guy follows his own rules. You know, he follows his own set of rules and has different rules for those in his congregation, and it really shows. He uploads videos to his YouTube channel constantly. that show
And thus, Kettle turned to Pot and said, Pot, you one black-ass motherfucker.
Now here's why Underhaven's no longer on Twitch.
Oh, you want to get into that? Well, that's a good segue. Nice job, Animancer. You did it.
Do this.
Oh,
Proud.
no, what did I just consent to?
Done it, boy.
After, hey, here's what. Without further ado.
Okay, here's why Underhaven no longer exists on Twitch.
We don't exist.
You just need like a bunch of Hot Wheels driving by at the end.
Hey, everyone in our Twitch chat. I'm glad that you guys don't exist.
Riveting.
Alcoholics
Holy shit,
get
calm
enlarged livers, Roger Moore says.
Okay?
Christie Aragon says, Vaughn, you're not that old. 350 years. That's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Let's...
Razor.
I mean, alright, no, he's got a point. That is a long time. What,
It
we're
is.
going to disagree with?
It's quite a substantial amount of time, isn't it?
I've been around a
too.
long, long time, Christie. I know what you're talking about, though. You're talking about this life. This life, I'm almost 53, but I've actually been around a long, long time. See, I believe in reincarnation. And I've actually had recollections of my past lives.
Okay, that's called insanity.
Those
Not
were some
much,
bad
but enough
trips.
Yeah.
Remember that time
to
that you
know
licked
that-
that fucking toad? That wasn't the
shit's
past
legit.
life, man.
Look, you guys got
And,
it wrong.
best
He
guess I
did
can
have a
come up
past
with-
life as a goat.
Yeah, I'll buy it.
Okay.
But it says about 350 years, something like that. So yeah, I'm what they call an old soul.
Yeah.
Nah, you're just old as fuck.
A 250-year-old, 200% Cherokee man standing right before our eyes.
Air quotes. I'm an old soul.
That air quotes because it's fucking bullshit, Vaughn.
Dude, this one is entitled White's Face Extinction. So you know it's gonna be good.
See, here's why Underhaven's no longer on Twitter.
Yes, it's true. White people are on the decline, and the Mexicans are on the rise. In 2040, whites will be outnumbered. Yes, and unless white folks start having lots of babies, and I mean lots of babies.
Okay, so that just kind of begs the question, like, what is a mixed person like Animancer supposed to do at that point? Because it's like, do you have a dog in this race, or like, are you just meant to be on the bleachers watching the show, or what?
Side with the winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll side with the winner, I guess, but, you know, the winner's probably going to execute me anyway.
You guys do know this is his, like, dating profile, right? This is where you got this from.
Yeah.
I'm gonna screenshot this and use it for the thumbnail.
The white race
profound.
will be gone. That's no bullshit. The numbers don't lie.
Yeah, eventually, the entire human species will be gone, so what the fuck does it matter?
Because of fucks like you, Vaughn, you're dumbass.
Dude, I've made honest attempts at, like, at least, like, I'm gonna understand why people feel this way, but I don't. It's just, like, it's insane. Like, eventually whites are gonna be extinct. Okay, well, so the fuck is the rest of the human species.
This man fucking makes my blood boil.
Yeah, like, ultimately, we're all gone, and even, like, you know, even if, like, tomorrow, I mean, like, you know, all white people happen to die, like, what fucking difference does it make? Aside from, you know, the fact that you're gonna have, like, a gap in generations or some shit. But, I mean, like, does it matter at all? It seems to me like people are just preoccupied with, I have to be surrounded by people that look and act like me. Which, you know, like, that's basic human nature, but beyond your life, beyond you being alive, that has no effect on you at all. If you die and then the white race dies, I mean, like, you know, there's nothing there. It's not gonna affect you. It has no burden on you whatsoever.
Well, let's
so
say
why the concern? Why is this something that, like, we have to be concerned with? Why do we have to look towards some dumb fucking idiot like Von Helton, and you know, like, you listen to him preach about, like, oh, white people need to have more kids. Why? How come? Even if what you're saying is accurate.
I think Von Helton's the ultimate fucking proof that a world with genetic diversity is the best future for.
Vaughn, you just fucked your case, dude.
It's like climate change. We don't have to worry about saving the entire human race, but this white person thing, like, we got to address this right now.
I know, fucked up priorities, right?
See, when you have two parents and you only have one kid, and sometimes 0 kids, and those two parents die, we have a word for that. It's called a deficit.
Good.
All right? 2 parents die, but they're only replaced by 1 kid.
I think we can trim the fat on the population. I think we're fine.
Yeah, I don't think we need as many as we're fucking having right now.
Might be a bit beneficial.
Deficit. Well, if that keeps going year after year after year after year after
years
year,
from now, if we even get that fucking far, that people aren't completely white or completely Asian or completely black, all that matters. That doesn't mean our cultures are gonna go.
Eventually, you go extinct.
And even if they do, I mean, like, would that not just give birth to more cultures? Because, I mean, like, they are regional by default.
Yeah, they would mix and mingle, and the best of all of them would come together. Like, I don't see an issue with that.
I mean, it's almost like an implied argument from tradition. Like, this is how it's been up until this point, and if we break the cycle, then, you know, it'll be bad, because, you know, it'll be bad.
Vaughn's trying to argue for something that will never affect him in his fucking lifetime is what really fucking makes me, like, boggles my mind.
Yeah, like...
We gotta protect the future.
Oh, no, well, maybe it'll be in one of his next lifetimes. That's why he cares about the issue.
Here's to my next 250 years.
Just common sense. You will eventually go extinct. Not maybe, not kinda. You really will go extinct, for real.
You?
Just you.
The white race must start having children immediately.
Otherwise,
if it's inevitable, then why fucking bother?
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, everybody's gonna pop out babies. At some, like you guys said, at some point, we're all just. I mean, no one's like really truly white. We all have like mixes within our blood. Take ancestordna.com and not somebody who's just, you know, putting fucking sticky notes on.
Yeah, aren't you 250% Cherokee, Vaughn? So Cherokee.
It'll be gone. It'll be gone.
I like how Von Helton is giving us parental advice too.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Let's start having babies. Don't you just want to call him daddy right now?
And a lot.
That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard, man.
They have to.
All right, there you have it.
Well, after you've seen what he does to an Avengers Gogurt, you'll definitely be calling him daddy.
Look at that man's big ass fucking schnoz, man. I can't help but bring it up every time I see it. Like, it just makes me so disturbed, man. Like, all right, let's move on.
Moving on.
It is Monday. That is true. Anything exciting happened to you?
95% of the work.
Katie?
Katie?
Da, 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 da. Hashtag where's Bull?
Hashtag the realization.
Hashtag 95%.
Look at that face. Look at that face. He's like, hey, maybe I need someone helping me out.
Hashtag I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Hey, hey Kyle. I know where hashtag where's Bull. He's over at the
he's looking for Bull. He's looking for. Where's Bull? Is he under this chair?
Anyway, welcome back to the Smoking Nun. Tonight we're going to be talking about.
Wow.
By the way, Kyle, if you're looking for Bull, you can find him at the Geek Room.
Yeah, at the Geek Room Saturdays at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Okay,
that was amazing. I'm the most proud of making that than anything I've ever made. Fuck this entire almost 1 year of Underhaven that we've made, man. That's my best.
It is.
The mighty have fallen.
Even if I have a kid one day, I'll say it's my second best creation. I'll be like, I love you, honey, but you know what? This video is just a little bit more special to me. All right.
All right. Well, you know.
Oh shit.
So, next up we have some fucking retarded shit from the 60s. I don't know.
Woo!
Oh, okay. So this is an anti-gay lecture for kids. So this fucking
finally
bright school decided to pay this guy to tell kids that being gay is bad. So
yeah,
there you go.
Finally.
There may be some in this auditorium. There may be some here today that will be homosexual in the future.
Well, fine, dude.
There are a lot of kids here.
Kind of looks like Ray Liotta.
There may be some girls that'll turn lesbian. We don't know. But it's serious. Don't kid yourselves about it. They can be anywhere. They can be judges, lawyers.
It could even be you!
Yeah, they could even be public speakers at schools. I mean, no, church members.
I mean, wait, no, you didn't hear that.
Kids,
even I can be the homosexual.
Jim was a homosexual.
Have let
This
yourself
is my
become...
new favorite type of video to cover on this show.
Yeah, step right on up, kids, and see
I just love seeing how different of a fucking time that things were in when this was actually an acceptable thing to fucking push on kids.
Here's how you find a gay.
One day there will be things like this today that people look back decades down the line and we think it's just as ridiculous.
You know what I like about it? It's like this idea that they're gonna preclude something as strong and basic in instinct as sexual attraction by just having this boring, bland Ray Liotta looking fuck like condemning something that comes natural to some of these kids. Yeah. Like, did you ever take into account that like it's like this is a no-no, so don't do it.
You know what else I like covering this on our show? I think it really fits in with like a lot of what we cover because like the modern day equivalent to this, the best there is like people on YouTube who are spreading hate and bigotry and it gets shared online on Facebook like Josh Feuerstein and shit like this. People are still trying to use shit like that as propaganda to try and brainwash their kids. So it's like the modern day.
But now what they do is like they accuse other people of spreading misinformation and propaganda, like Pastor Steven Anderson in the intro. Like, you've been deceived, you've been lied to, and then you have Pastor Boyle who's like, Make America Straight Again, Josh Moronstein. This is propaganda. This is transgender propaganda.
Yeah, it's kind of just in reverse, but yeah, it's very similar when you think about it.
Gather
all
round,
that
boys
is,
and
like,
girls.
That's just like them going like, I know you are, but what am I?
Involved with an adult homosexual or with another boy, and you're doing this on a regular basis, you better stop quick.
Stop it.
Because one out
Unless
of
you're a
3
girl,
of
then
you
it's okay.
will turn
It's totally okay.
queer. And if we catch you involved with a homosexual, your parents are going to know about it first. And you will be caught. Don't think you won't be caught. Because this is one thing you cannot get away with. This is one thing that if you don't get caught by us, you'll be caught by
don't
yourself.
stuff your buddy's butt in the locker room.
The rest of your life
What is
will
he,
be a
like the
living
gay
hell.
police or something? Like, you get
No, he's
caught,
just an
I'm gonna
asshole.
tell mommy.
And that's the end. Documenting reality.
That's
I don't
it?
know
That's
about
all they
that.
have. Dude, that's the only statement this has to make? Okay, and then this
Yeah.
chick looks on. What, is this supposed to be like a fucking lesbian or something? Is she contemplating, like, the end of her life?
Yeah, how do
What's
you think
going on?
like some of these kids feel about having a camera shoved in their face as this guy like condemns homosexuality? Like, you're thinking about it now. It turns you on, I can tell, and the camera pans at the kid.
Wow, I was all about muff diving until this gentleman explained to me how it was wrong.
Yeah, maybe boys aren't so bad after all.
All of them are egghead.
Yeah, they're all. Dude, everyone from the 50s is fucking egghead for some reason. I don't know why. We had the Chad egghead on the last one, too. Oh my god.
So the audio kind of sucks on this one, so if it's too bad, we'll move on. But this is
It's
Tucker Carlson arguing against America adopting, or even like entertaining the possibility of adopting. Oh, shit! Thank you, Spirit. Aw, damn. But yeah, this is Tucker Carlson arguing against the metric system. So you'll see the profound argumentative skills of Tucker Carlson.
Each on Earth has fallen under the yoke of tyranny, the metric system. From Beijing to Buenos Aires, from Lusaka to London, the people of the world have been forced to measure their environment in millimeters and
Forced, as if they were all held at gunpoint collectively. I mean, no, it's voluntary.
recipe?
Yeah.
kilograms.
I'm not smart enough.
The United States is the only major country that's resisted, but we have no reason to be ashamed for using feet.
I like how this motherfucker's on TV and he fails to pronounce kilograms. Kilograms.
Yeah, they'll stick it to those Europeans.
So says new Criterion editor James Panaro, who spoke with him recently.
I'm joining you tonight.
Dude, I like how Tucker can't use the bow tie anymore, so he gets someone who's wearing a fucking bow tie to do it instead. Dude, don't think I didn't fucking notice that, Tucker. I fucking noticed that bullshit.
Tie metrite. I'm taking a stand against the metric system, the original system of global revolution and new world orders.
Good job.
Give this man a Gogurt.
That's exactly what it is.
It is. This was actually on the news. You had Tucker Carlson, you had like this guest on who's like, it's part of globalism.
The metric system?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's part of the new world order. I think he actually said that, so let's listen to that.
The metric system, the original system of global revolution and new world orders.
Oh, fuck right off.
Hey, look. Jesus measured his dick in inches, all right?
Bless you. That's exactly what it is.
No, it's not.
Esperanto died, but the metric system continues. This weird, utopian, inelegant, creepy system that we alone have.
Utopian? Does he have any idea what the definition of utopia is?
Is it just a slow news day? Are you legit running out of things to fucking bitch about? That you're bitching about the metric system?
Grandma's
hey guys,
recipes,
dude,
man.
check this out, dude. I'm gonna fucking frighten Tucker Carlson. Hey, Tucker Carlson, Celsius, dude. Fucking Celsius. Holy shit, fucking Celsius.
How long can we hold out against it, would you say?
Well, today, as you mentioned, the United States stands nearly alone in the world in maintaining customary measures.
Dude, let's show him someone driving on the fucking left side of the road.
Dude, I'm sorry, but that's fucking embarrassing, honestly. It's like against all arguments, against all valid points, like they stand independently against this, cause globalism. I mean, that's just
for the fucking
embarrassing.
sake of it, dude. There's like one other fucking country that uses the metric system. Does that mean that they're the only ones not controlled by the fucking Illuminati?
I mean, ask like any person who deals with like construction or something like that. They'll tell you like the metric system is far more preferable. I mean, like it's so fucking basic.
Yeah.
You know, like 1 kilometer, that's 1,000 meters. There you fucking go.
That's
the
too
K
hard
is
on
a 1,000. That's it. Like, but instead it's like no feet and inches. And how many fucking inches are like in 1 feet? And then that goes up to like a mile or some shit. It's like this uneven system. With the metric system, you just have like zeros to add.
It makes much less sense. So, by the way, the only countries that use the imperial system instead of the metric system are Liberia, Myanmar, and the United States. So those are some great fucking countries to look up to.
Holy shit.
Fucking shitholes, honestly. Like, to be entirely transparent with you, not very good countries. So what, are they the only fucking countries that are free of the Illuminati's influences?
Yes.
The pound, the foot, the mile. And we should stand tall on our own 2 feet, I say. Because it was customary measures.
Oh, what a pun.
That measured out the Industrial Revolution and customary.
Oh my god, I just realized what he did. No.
I mean, like, okay, look, even this argument, like, let me just tackle this. It's like, again, it's kind of like an argument from tradition. It's not like in the strictest sense, but it's kind of like, you know, this is part of our history, and so therefore it shall remain. I mean, there are many things that you utilize that have different origins, like math. I mean, like, that has, you know, Arabic fucking roots. So you're gonna be fine with that because it's useful. But then, you know, when it comes to the metric system, which is also useful, you're gonna reject it because globalism.
I don't like
New
change.
World Order. Yeah, like some conspiracy theory
but...
you've yet to corroborate.
Yeah, and the imperial system isn't just some fucking huge American invention that proves how great we are. It's actually made by the fucking Brits. Sorry to break it to you. And even they acknowledge that the fucking metric system is better. That's why they use it like every other.
Yeah, but, you know, they
same
speak
country.
American, so it's fine.
Meanwhile, is the product of the French Revolution. It was imposed at the business end of the guillotine.
So why are our leaders so anxious that we join the rest
You know
of the
how
world?
fucking involved the French Revolution's actually involved in the fucking revolution that took place in our fucking country? You're gonna take a fucking shit on it? Do you know how many fucking principles were shared between the founding fathers behind the revolution in fucking France and the fucking one in the US? Like, it's not fucking, I'm not a fucking history major or anything. I just fucking know some basic fucking shit. I just know some fucking basic fucking shit. Apparently more than someone in the fucking bow tie who thought he could go on Fox News and spout out some useless fucking bullshit was able to fucking study.
I mean, like, there's like a mountain full of ideas that, you know, were pushed in horrendous ways. Kind of like, you know, what do you call it? Justice, freedom, liberty, pursuit of happiness. You know, the fucking basis of you know, like the American lifestyle. Freedom,
yeah, all those Will Smith
justice.
movies.
God damn it. But I mean, like, you know, a lot of that shit was pushed, like, you know, every man is equal, but, you know, on the sideline, you had people, you know, black, women, gay, Jews, Japanese Americans, Native Americans, a fuck ton of people who were fucked over and not treated well, but, you know, the core concept, even though the process of which it was pushed was hypocritical, you still had core ideas that are good. So even if we give you this and we're like, okay, there, you know, like there's some like dark side of the fucking metric system, historically speaking, it's still a good system. It still has way more merit than the system you go by. So how can you, like, you're gonna look at when it comes to like the foundation of the society you live in, like that, I'm not gonna even pay attention to that. But when it comes to like the French history, like that's a cause for concern. When it comes to adopting a way more efficient system of measurement. How does that, like, how are those things even fucking connected anyway? Like, the metric system and fucking France, I mean, like, who gives a fuck?
They needed some fucking time to fill on Fox News, so they tried to make an entire fucking talking point.
Yeah, they have to, like,
a debate
entertain
going on.
they have to jerk off the opinions of the geriatrics that watch this shit.
Nobody's even going around espousing these opinions as if it's like their main ideas or something like that, though. It's literally just fucking cherry picking like something that almost no one fucking cares about to try and imply that there's some big conspiracy behind it. And people wonder why there's no fucking faith. And people wonder why there's no fucking faith in news outlets these days, especially Fox News. I know no one really respected them to begin with, but Jesus fucking Christ, this is fucking pathetic.
Oh, and surprise, surprise, Fox has been going around DMCAing re-uploads of this, too. So, we might want to keep an eye on this.
Yeah, we fucking, like, put this up. Oh, fuck. This makes us look worse. Here's the thing, like, your geriatric crowd is even looking at you like, I'm not going to switch over. That fucks up my recipes. A pound cake would be
please. You know, Robespierre's favorite standard of measurement. I don't understand.
Well, that's right, because it's assumed to be progressive. It's assumed that everyone has gotten behind it. Let me take you back.
How the fuck is it progressive?
Dude, I can't take this anymore.
Okay, let me just ask him this. Like, who the fuck is espousing that? I've never, like, out of all the things I've heard people talk about when it comes to, like, identity politics and shit, I've never heard anyone talk about the metric system.
It's progressive.
One of the things that pisses me off the most is when someone just constructs a complete and utter fucking straw man and attempts to, like, use an argument that no one espouses, or very few fucking insane people fucking espouse, and tries to put that on all the left or all the right or all of X, Y, fucking Z.
You know what I've just noticed? I mean, like, I noticed it at the beginning, but, like, it just kind of adds to my observation here. All of this entire fucking segment is one giant fucking straw man. From beginning to end. I mean, like, you know, this is globalism. They claim it's progressive. They claim, you know, this has to do with, like, the left and shit. Most fucking, like, people on the right wing, I'm willing to bet they would consider the metric system just better. And even if it's not, I mean, like, it's at least, like, way more suited for, like, everyday shit. You know, like, measuring distance and weight and, you know, volume and shit. It just makes sense. It just makes...
It just works.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. I'm sorry.
I thought this was... What, you're trying to say I can't have my free speech here in America? Is that what
like, this is on TV. Like, this motherfucker gets paid to spew this shit on national television.
Well, they told him he couldn't have a bow tie anymore, so he was like, you know what, I'm gonna come up with...
And then fucking Fox News goes around DMCAing this shit in the name of, like, free speech and freedom. The fuck kind of shit is this?
America.
Fuck yeah. Oh man, we're gonna get DMCA'd now.
Yeah, I don't know if we should upload this portion. I guess we could. We'll post it as like a clip or some shit.
Dude, whatever. I'll put the Curb Your Enthusiasm music up.
Yeah, you know what? I'll play one thing and we'll move on to something else. How about that?
All right.
Fuck Tucker. Tucker sucks.
There you go.
Yeah, dude, that says it all. Oh man, true news with a U.
Look, it's vagina neck.
It is. Look at that.
When you go to your favorite fast food restaurant, you're going to be eating a fake hamburger. You're going to go to the grocery store and buy a pound of fake hamburger or a fake steak, and you won't know that it was grown in some big corporation's laboratory.
As opposed to, you know, factory farming. That's independent. That's like local shit, isn't it? There's no big company behind that.
This is the nightmare world that they're taking us into. They're changing God's creation. Why? Because they want to be God. They want to do exactly what Lucifer did.
We have to fucking eat, dumbass.
Yeah.
Dude, this is the same type of person that would be like, we have to keep having children, we have to keep our numbers up. I bet this guy would make that same type of fucking argument. But dude, when we have this many fucking people, you know what they have to do? They have to fucking eat. And if you don't do mass production of food like this, there's no way that people are gonna fucking eat.
You're a fucking idiot, dude.
You're a retard.
I mean, it's just like...
Quit that shit now.
Dude, this just, like, reminds me of the fucking plot for Dead Rising, because it's based on mass consumption. Like, they have, like, lab-grown meat, which turns people into zombies somehow. And it's just like, you know, the whole point of that fucking storyline is, like, do you have any fucking idea how much just, like, America alone consumes when it comes to, like, meat? It's immense, and it's non-stop. It just keeps going. Like, even rapidly growing movements like the veganism movement. Like, it's not enough to curb this. We're not going to be, like, even if you feel like it's like evil, it's a fucking necessary evil. It's a justified evil, because, I mean, like, it's not evil, but even if it was, what options do you have? You have none. You have an expanding population. Yeah, you have an expanding population that increasingly just consumes more and more and more, and people are getting fatter and fucking fatter. You should know by now.
Yeah, look at that neck.
Just take a fucking look around. Just like take a walk and just like look at people. You're surrounded by fat fucks. There's on every fucking street corner. There's like some fucking lard ass eating a hot dog. Do you not think there's like a source of that fucking protein he's eating? Do you not think that that's like, a finite resource as far as like how many fucking cows you have alive at any given time? Eventually you're gonna have to switch over. You're gonna have to implement like other alternatives. And this is the scientific community like bending the knee and offering us like a not even like a definitive solution, but a compromise. Like, okay, like we can't give you real meat, but what we're gonna do is like give you meat grown in labs based on the genetic formula of the same shit you're eating. So it has the same taste, the same texture, it smells the same. It's just like, you can't tell it apart.
Some people won't even eat that shit, though. I've heard people say, I've heard, like, Onision was asked about that, if he would eat that type of lab-grown meat, and he said he wouldn't. And then when he was asked, like, why aren't you going to eat it? Like, why wouldn't you eat it if there was no fucking animals harmed in it? And he just didn't give a fucking answer. So there are going to be some people who just are disgusted by the idea of eating meat, even if there's no pain and suffering involved. But I don't know, that was from Onision, who has a fucking phobia of plants, so...
Onision. Well, here's also another thing. Like if this lab grown meat, if it's done right, it can actually help with places like in Africa that we're starving children. Well, here's I bet you they would eat that shit if you won't. So fuck you.
Well, there's no such thing as a starving Christian.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they just need to give their lives to Christ, and then it's fine.
Then Christ will fill their bellies.
Hello?
And he has the fucking audacity to put, like, true news. Just in big, bold, fucking fat-ass letters. By the way, thank you, Spirit, for the donation.
Or the flood. It's why God destroyed it. He said he regretted that he ever made mankind. Because they were destroying
especially you.
They're taking the DMT!
He looked at you.
It's kind of like
"Fuck,
God was sitting like in the create a sim menu. He hit random, accidentally saved it.
Creation. The Bible says God is coming back to destroy those who are destroying the earth.
Okay, you then.
Give him a neck like a turkey.
If fucking anything, like that should convince you and your disgusting fucking morally reprehensible ilk of degenerates that, I mean, like, climate change, planet destruction, like that, those are pressing matters. But they don't. The one time they apply this kind of shit is like when it comes to any kind of like medical or scientific or dietary advancement. Like, we've made lab-grown meat so we can, feed this increasing population of people. But even then, it's like, nope, bad for the planet.
You eat a fake steak and the mark of the beast appears on you.
Yeah, when it comes to carbon emission or any fucking thing this rich cocksucker does that just contributes to the increasing destruction of the planet we all live on, unfortunately, that's fine. That's
what contributes to the fucking destruction of our planet the most? His fucking content. That's what does that the most, honestly. Yeah, just making fucking people into bigger fucking idiots. At least we get to riff it on this show. So
yeah, well, I will admit, I'd like to give his neck a go round.
Oh, God.
So God is an environmentalist. He takes this very seriously. He created this planet. He created the universe. And he's watching these Luciferians destroy his planet.
Doesn't it bother you that you're like an adult who still believes this shit? I'm sorry, but like, does that ever occur to you that like what you believe is absolutely just on the face of it ludicrous?
Yeah, but like, I mean, the thing that I love about this is he's like, you know, God created everything and he's omniscient and omnipotent and all this, and he just sits back like, man, I sure wish I could do something about these people fucking up the earth.
Yeah.
Oh well, what can we do?
Is this the same guy who ranted about like fucking the Illuminati fucking watching their every move while he had a fucking Siri on his phone talking to him?
Yep, it is.
They all look the
Destroy
same to me,
the
man.
animal
Is that
kingdom,
racist?
the plant kingdom.
All these white old dudes on the right wing watch, just they all blend together to me. Is that really racist to say? I don't know.
Not really.
I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's not racist to say in Twitch's mind because he's white. So.
But even then, I mean, like, you know, they look alike. They have similar stupid ideas. They have the same mannerisms. They all proclaim to stand for truth, even though they're full of shit, evidently. So. I mean, like, even if like, you know, you based it on like race or something, fine. I mean, like, I'm on board with that. They act alike, they look alike. Might as well just be the same fucking entity. Dude, I'm salty. Holy shit.
Change human DNA. Why? They want to change human DNA so that you can't be born again.
Rick Wiles.
That's where they're going with this. To change the DNA of humans, so it will be impossible for a human to be born again.
Good. I think that'd be a step in the right direction, wouldn't it?
I think that's already the possibility. You're not going to ever be born again. Thanks, Rick. You're catching up, buddy.
Dude.
Like, the thing that I just want to point out, like, something funny about this whole idea is, like, a lot of these motherfuckers who believe, like, in these conspiracy theories, especially people on the right, you know, like Alex Jones types and shit, they all talk about, like, the government trying to like, curtail the population growth and, you know, make people sterile and shit. You know what? I'm on board with it. I don't believe in it, but if it's actually going on, they have my support. I think we're good. I think we could just wrap it up. We'll just put a fucking bow on it. We're fine. We've seen what the species is capable of. I think I'm good. We walked on the moon. That's fine. That's good enough.
That's good enough for me.
They want to create a race of soulless creatures on this planet.
Someone in the audience will understand what I just did there.
Oh, I get it.
All right, good. I'm glad.
Is that a Hymnalysis reference?
Oh yeah, dude. That guy fucking hates me. By the way, with a fiery fuck. Yeah. Yeah. He hates me with a hot, fiery fucking passion. Maybe I'll talk about it more one day, but I'd have to, like, you know, I'd have to collect all my thoughts. But yeah, that guy hates me.
That's awesome.
I know, dude. I know. Isn't it great? Like, everyone should be so privileged to be hated by Hymnalysis, because I'm pretty sure, like, I see him constantly, like, begging people, like, the Bible Reloaded and Hugo and Jake and all that shit for attention on Twitter. Like, he asked them to, like, promote his content and shit. And I saw him do it, like, 2 months ago, and I looked at his uploads, and I saw that his last upload at that point was 8 months ago. So he asked people to fucking shout out his channel when he doesn't upload for, like, a fucking year, basically. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? You fucking tweet asking for fucking people to share your content more than you upload.
He needs that old-time religion.
Give me that old-time religion.
Time road.
Dude, one of my favorite
situation.
One of my favorite, like, moments in old DP history, even though it technically wasn't on Drunken Peasants, was when Paul did that Ideology stream where he did that fucking rap about Hymnalysis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. Anyone remember that shit? That shit was fucking legendary. It's still out there. Maybe we'll play it on the show one day. But yeah. All right, what is this, SWEGTA? What the fuck are you gonna subject me to?
Welcome to Life Journey.
No.
You ass boy.
My video. These are 10 reasons why your son is gay. 10 reasons why your son.
Dude, this is on. He couldn't even get all the fucking letters on the screen properly.
Let's say 10 reasons.
Listen up, Dad.
Your son turned out to be a homosexual or
the homosexual.
And it's Romans
Harvey.
1 verse 27. And the
Oh
Bible
shit,
says,
dude, he's
and
infesting our
likewise
overlay.
also the men leaving the natural use of a woman burn in their lust one to another. men with men, working that which is unseemly,
superior
and
viewing
receiving
experience.
himself recompense of their error, which was meat. And this is 10.
Hey, SWEGTA, I think you need to break out a salt shaker, and then this will start looking more accurate to how you really look.
Why your son turned out to be a homosexual or still in the closet.
I can see Steve Harvey saying this type of shit, honestly. The fucking shit that guy said before, yeah.
They got no moral barometer.
Oh yeah, he's like, they have no moral compass. Like, okay, well,
Parameter.
I swear he
neither
used
do
that.
you.
Yeah, I do think you said parameter, dude. It sounds like something that fucker would use.
They have no moral kilometer.
For women.
How dare you use the metric system?
Too good for a woman. Number 2, he been wounded by women in the past. That's why he's not fooling with women anymore. Number 3, he been...
What the fuck was number 1? I didn't catch that, but I guess we'll address number 2.
It's alright, like, dude. Knowing this guy's top 10 list, he'll repeat the same fucking point over and over again. So.
Yeah. But, yeah, rejection from women. I've heard people say the opposite of that. That, like, a lot of women turn out to be lesbians because, you know, they can't get laid. They can't get
This guy's just speaking from experience, that's all.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see.
That's how you get in.
But it's just, it's funny to me because it's like, I mean, the gay community, it's like heavily focused on sex. So, I mean, like, it's not even difficult to get laid there. So, I mean, what? And as far as like getting laid with, you know, somebody of the opposite sex, I mean, like, it's easier now than it's ever been. You just get like a fucking app, you put yourself out there, and then, you know, eventually you'll find someone.
This guy gets his fucking morality from CSAs.
Yeah. From Ray Liotta.
In a womb of a woman, but love to bend over.
Sound it out.
What?
One syllable at a time, sir.
Good in a womb of a woman.
I wrote this.
But love to bend over.
You can't even pronounce a woman right.
His wishes came through by Satan wishing to be a woman to get attention. What? He wishes.
This guy sounds like one of the people who's pretending to like have the Holy Ghost running through him, like, I say, a woman and a homosexual when
dude,
she's a lesbian.
We gotta play that. We gotta play that clip of the dude who's like, I'm not gay. I love God.
Yeah.
There are many of those online, but I think you know which one I'm talking about. It's like this really
I've got
fucking...
the power of God and anime on my side.
I like some women.
Okay, let's move on because this is garbage. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna let you guys take a few guesses. So
oh shit.
Okay, so you have two groups. This next video is about two groups of people, two cliques, two fucking classes. They're both god awful. They're like the two worst types of people you could possibly imagine. Okay.
Nazis and commies.
No. Think more modern. Think more modern.
Nazis and commies.
Okay, how about this?
Right on.
They both pertain to the entertainment industry.
Nicki Minaj and Cardi B.
No. They're groups of people.
The hive mind that is Cardi B.
Okay. Keep going.
All right, I'll just.
Homosexual.
Amazing.
It's furries and juggalos.
Oh, come on!
I'm both of those things. I should have known.
Just wait,
hold
Steve
on.
Harvey
No.
right there. We'll be all right.
Dude, Steve Harvey's still over it. We gotta.
I looked at the file name. It says gaysteveharvey.jpg.
Of course it does.
Hi, I'm Ruby, and I'm a furry juggalo.
I'm Dan. I'm a juggalo furry.
And we're the Snake Busters.
Oh God. No.
So like years of rapping about killing people and, you know, like raping women and shit led up to this. Gotcha.
What are you looking at? My fresh mask? You clearly like it. I can hear your brain talking to itself about how cool my mask is.
I like how, is that what juggalos think the thought process is like? Your brain talks to itself?
pretty much.
Okay.
My brain then told me to do this.
Yeah, close,
I'm just
but no
trying. I'm trying really hard to keep my asshole in and not falling out from the amount of cringe that's going on right now.
What are you talking about, Spirit Flame? This is Hannibal and Monty. Dude, they're doing white.
Yeah.
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 Because this mask was made with quality. This mask was well worth the little money my dad has. My dad likes to front that he's rich, but my mom says he's been broke since the 90s. I wasn't even alive.
I can actually believe that. That's one thing I can get on board with.
When my dad was rich. But I think this mask was very much worth the little money my broke dad has. Mom says if my dad could rap better, he wouldn't be so broke.
This is getting too real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, they get it. That's
Vanilla
right.
Ice
They
didn't work
understand.
out for him, so.
Here's a soapbox, kid.
What we need to be talking about is that fresh mask. Because like you said, Rube, that mask was made with quality. You want to see a mask that was made
Not like your
with...
music.
Oh, is he selling them now?
Look at
Oh, dude, recently... Fuck, I forgot about this. Holy shit, I was gonna mention it, like, episodes ago. Okay, so... This is kind of fucking embarrassing, but fuck it, it's part of the story, so... Honestly, in all honesty, I like 3 ICP albums. I do. It's... The Amazing Jekyll Brothers, Riddlebox, and, The Great Milenko. They're actually kind of enjoyable. They're stupid, but they're, you know, a fun kind of stupid and, you know, catchy at times.
They're cringy. Like, them themselves and the Jugglers are cringy, but they got a few good, you know, albums that I can actually sit down. But, all right, I can listen.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, this is before ICP took themselves seriously, which is, you know, when they started really fucking sucking, more so than usual. And so, like, you know, I have a friend of mine who's I'm not gonna name because I don't know how they feel about me associating them with ICP publicly. But you know, we both kind of like listen to occasional songs, and we know about like our mutual kind of, although embarrassing, but still, you know, whatever. Let's be honest, enjoyment of some of ICP's old music, and so. They checked out a ICP Spotify page, and they're like, hey, they have like a couple of new albums or like releases up. Want to check it out? So we did. Fucking horrible. Like, even as somebody who enjoys some of their old stuff, it's fucking bad. So, just letting you know, like, don't check it out. But, you know, me being me and that person being who they are, we checked it out from beginning to end as like a challenge. I don't recommend it. It's awful.
Wait,
but,
when was their last album released?
This year, like a
the
month ago or so.
Yeah, they still.
Yeah, they don't market shit at all. It's all just
Dude,
local for the
people
jugglers.
like them. People fucking like them. Know what they're fucking going for. They don't need to advertise. Like, they're not making any fucking new fans. They've actually got quite enough of a fucking cult following that they don't have to worry.
Yeah.
True.
Okay,
enough.
so after that, so I got to the end. Like, one of the releases was like a B-side kind of compilation of songs that they recorded like 5 years ago. And the end of it, I'm gonna look it up and see like what the fuck it's called. But like the end of this release, there's like a hidden track or something like you know, they have like interludes in between songs. And then you get to like this outro thing they've got going on. Let's see if I can find out what it's called. I think it's Hell's Cellar. I think that's it. So the 9th track, The Truth, is like 7.5 minutes long, and like the last couple minutes or so actually has like an audio sample of Pastor Steven fucking Anderson.
Are you fucking shitting me?
No, it's there. And so like, I don't want to incentivize people to check it out because it's god-awful, but it's there. And I looked up like the Wikipedia page, it says nothing about it. And so, like, as I was sitting there, I thought, like, I accidentally played a video somehow, but no, it's featured, like, on that B-side compilation thing.
Wait a minute, so is it, like, praising Dr. Anderson
No.
or his views, or is it just, like, making fun of him?
Oh god,
No,
Dr. Anderson. I hope not.
Did I say Dr. Anderson?
Dr. Anderson.
Give it time, that'll happen.
It's, like, at the end of the album, and, like, the album is, like, about, like, you know... It's kind of like pre-cheap. ICP, they're, you know, God believers, but, from what I can infer from the actual, album that we got, unfortunately, a lot of it has to do with bigots and you know, them patting themselves on the back and being like, yeah, you know, we're righteous and sanctimonious and we're gonna go to heaven, but not these people, not these sinners. And so naturally, one of the tracks they released like a year ago as a B-side has a sample of Pastor Steven Anderson. So I guess it's kind of like a jab at him. But I have no idea. I mean, like, they have to fucking, like, pay him, you know, some kind of amount to sample that. So what I can only assume is, like, they paid fucking Steven Anderson or, like, got his permission to feature him, like, in like, this compilation album. It's like the oddest fucking coincidence ever.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you
fucking blew my fucking mind, dude.
You haven't lived until you've heard the ICP track with Steven Anderson.
Steven Anderson on guest vocals.
I think I'll stay dead then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the greatest sign of the apocalypse, honestly, that we're all gonna be in the fucking end times.
Well, all the Joker cards are there, so.
Yeah.
Crap.
And the carnival is God.
I can't believe I even wore that.
Tell them, Rube, educate these fools.
I recently
You
got
know, pause this, Swag.
Yeah, okay, I just want to put it out there, like, if there's ever been, like, when I think about, like, somebody educating me, I imagine a person, not a furry or a juggalo. Sorry, go ahead.
Dude, I bet if we had Creamsicle on right now, I'd be like, yeah, I know this person. He's actually in my Discord.
No, this is like Violent J's fucking kid. Don't fucking... I don't know how old they are, but knowing Creamsicle, I don't know.
Yeah, no, never mind. I didn't say anything.
Dang snake. I trusted
I mean,
it
it is
first,
the furry
but that was a
community,
bad
so...
mistake. I tried to pet it, I tried to make it my friend, but I shouldn't have done all that. Trusting that dang snake was an epic fail. Cause that thing bit me, and it bit me hard. Right in my dad.
How does this pertain to fucking furries by getting bit by a snake? Like, I got bit by snakes and now I'm a furry.
It's pocketbook.
Ruby ordered what we thought was a full-fledged, high-quality
Great
furry
emphasis,
suit.
dude.
But in reality, what we got was full-fledged furry poop.
How old is this fucking kid? Why is he buying fucking $1,000 fucking fursuits? Those things are expensive. They can be like $5,000.
Dude, this is like one of those things I want to... Like, if I ever get a time machine, I'm going to go back in time, take like a screenshot of this, and show this to Violent J. Like, this is you in like 20 fucking years. So either you can just end this ICP thing now while you have like a career.
Do us all a favor, yeah.
Yeah, or you can like devolve into this.
Yeah, you can stop now, or you can go all the way. Just wanted to say that.
Live or die, Jay. Make your choice.
ASK snaked us. They are snakes. We believe OISK actually stands for outrageously insane snaky crooks.
I know what you're thinking.
Got 'em.
Isn't spelled with a K. That's wrong.
But so is snaking my daughter.
Man, these guys are really talking fucking shit on Hillary Clinton, aren't they?
Already weak and malnourished.
This is their private opinion.
Let me show you how.
What was that? That fucking sound
These are
effect.
snaky sales.
I love how he's into like making fun of how broke he is too.
They're my salesmen.
They're snakesmen.
There's some ratty ass rattlers.
No swearing, Dad.
I swore nothing. I said man swear word. Nathan.
Relax.
This is
and get
really
squirrely.
cringy. This is almost as cringy as fucking Papa John's doing that fucking ad with this kid. Remember that shit?
Almost. I'll give you this, Jay. Like you're at least like one row above that.
OISK snaky ways. Number 1. In the picture advertised on AliExpress. And the uber
Wait, is this
snaky
supposed to be a
DHK.
fucking sales pitch, or is this just like dogging on this one?
No, this is them like shit talking some company that scammed Jay's fucking daughter. So
Out of a fucking fursuit.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a GoFundMe promo video, honestly.
Might as well be. I mean, he's broke.
.com. The mask had one pink eye and one blue eye.
I like how they have the green screen of TV there because they don't have one.
Oh, heterochromia. Dude, the easiest sign to notice any fucking furry edgelord when their eyes are different colors. It's a telltale sign.
Snakes.
Number 2.
Yeah.
On the website, it said you can easily see out of the eyes and mouth. But when it came, I could barely see out of the booger-filled nose.
So lame. Snakes.
Number 3. The website said you will have 100%.
Imagine getting to the point in your life where you have to make a video like this, like where I'm talking to you with your fucking kid in a fucking animal fucking outfit about how they got screwed over. Like, you know, I got the impression that the kid like really asked his father to fucking do this because he wanted to make a fucking point and really stick to this website. You know, just because his father has a little bit of notoriety. He wants to try and use that to, you know, piss off. That's not how it fucking works, dude. Your fucking father's a fucking has-been. I'm sorry to break it to you. No one's gonna fucking care about this. You know how much fucking fursuits fucking sell? Big fucking time. If they're selling them, they're not gonna stop anytime soon.
Pretty much.
Fuck yourself.
I bet
And
creamsicles.
they said they would send you additional pictures if you want. But when the order was placed, they didn't respond at all.
So stale. Snakes.
Number 4. In the picture on the website, the hands were sturdy and built well. But what they sent us was floppy, cheap, flimsy, oversized mittens.
You mean they try to describe their product as something better than it fucking is? Holy shit!
Look at his fucking face.
Yeah, dude, look at the indignation. The audacity.
Foul, stale, snakes.
Number 5. In the picture advertised, the mask was standard size. But what they sent us was a monster mug. A mask big enough to fit 9 heads in there. And there was a crazy annoying little fan inside. And it blew right against my face.
Awful. Snakes.
So stale. And that's just some of the things wrong with the super lame suit.
Violent J, we gotta
And thanks
talk,
to
man.
them, my dad can't afford to make this video any longer. All in all, we got snaked for $750.
Man, this is fucking pissing me off.
That kid's whole college fund is gone.
Now you know how I feel.
$750.
And they're still in the red.
She's still way more educated than Violent J and Shaggy 2 Dope combined.
Yeah, somehow.
OSK, you snakes are busted.
My fellow furry friends.
God
Is this like a whole channel that they do? Like they just like I don't.
Yeah,
like,
this is a series. This is the first episode.
Hey, no, hey, dude, he's trying to say something to me. Let him go.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Don't order your furry suits from OISK unless you're trying to get snaked, because you will. And we found that out the hard way. Take it from us.
The more you know.
Busters. And if you know any about snakes on the loose and you like.
Oh no, people are gonna fuck with him now.
No.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, I'm cutting that out.
Yeah.
You see, this is like one of those things like, you know, you could have done with your kid, and then after editing, it's like, oh, my PC crashed and the file's corrupt and it's all gone. Sorry, honey.
Hey, SWEGTA, I guess I have to do fucking Violent J's fucking parenting forum this time.
I'm Ruby.
I'm Ruby's dad.
And we're the Snake Busters.
Dude, they got some fucking graphic design and everything from Sinjay and everything just for this.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, I'm fine with never seeing this shit again.
Oh no, it's gonna become a
me
thing on
too.
the show now.
God damn
So
it.
do you wanna get into one final thing before we end this?
Yeah, one more thing. Sure.
One more. All right, I'm gonna give you an ultimatum. So this is Korn's Brian Head Welsh shreds blind with Governor Fuckabee on bass. So this is Mike Fuckabee and Brian Head Welsh, and then you have Jim Baker says Christian leaders will be murdered if Trump loses.
Obviously.
Dude, I'm kind of torn though. I want to see fucking Mike shred with, you know.
It's
head.
been a while
You
since
wanna
we
see
saw.
Connery?
Yeah.
The last time I saw him, he was chilling out on a fucking beach that he issued to be cleared out. Remember that?
Oh yeah. All right, I guess we'll get into that.
Brian, I got to tell our audience something.
Oh God, holy shit! Almost vomited.
About 5.5, 6 years ago.
God, he's so fucking. Oh.
He's
If there's ever
expanding.
been a person, yeah, it's like he's just like this fat fucking flubbery ball of hatred and stupidity. It's like somebody just took like the most unlikable qualities of a person you can imagine and just like embodied it into this conservative dickweed.
What the fuck is he doing here? Is he fucking interviewing Thor from Endgame? Like, what's going on? I can't really...
That's Brian Head Welsh from Korn.
Yeah.
So for the people who don't know, Brian is
that Jeff Holiday?
no,
he called me a Nazi.
Singer. That's a lead singer, Jonathan Davis. No, Brian, he played a big role in Korn. But then, around like 2001, he got into heavy drug use, and then he, found Christ, and, from then on, he's like a light conservative Christian. Yeah,
made a really bad album.
Yeah, so he went from like, doing some really like innovative stuff with Korn's discography from like, the 90s to appearing on fucking Mike Huckabee's show. So this is God, why?
Wow, feel kind of bad for the guy.
See, like, this is just like more of a reason to not like Fuckabee, because it's like he's fucking with my childhood now. Korn played like a big role in me growing up and shit. I mean, just stop. You unlikable fucking cunt, stop.
I'm feeling like a freak on a leash over here.
First met.
Yeah.
You know what I feel? I feel like God hates me.
You, and I said then, hey, we got to do music together sometime. Remember that?
Yes.
And you said you would...
Yeah, but at least like the other band members had enough sense in their heads not to go through with this.
Yeah, they're like, hey, let's go
This
on
is not cool
crazy
enough
love.
to have music on in the background like this. Not instrumentals, not like live instrumentals. What the fuck is
I
this?
realize that when the two of us are on stage together, it may not look like that we actually...
Just cut out fucking Huckabee and let's listen to the music instead.
Yes, we do.
Oh, dude, yeah, Mike Huckabee, so fucking epic, right?
This is the probably the highlight of my fucking life. He's like, yay! No.
Huckabee's is hooked up to a Guitar Hero.
Yeah, he is.
I can never hit the orange note. God damn it!
Dude, he did this and he was like, "Ah, man, I'm gonna look so fucking cool." But
it's kind of like that Bobby Hill line from King of the Hill. It's like, when it comes to Christian rock, you're not making Christianity cool. You're making rock and roll lame.
Yeah, I subconsciously ripped that off, I guess.
Yeah.
Riveting.
Why is he playing the devil's music?
He's not.
How funny would
Look at him, he's not playing shit.
And it's funny too, because like, Christians would riff on Korn for that. They'd say like it's satanic and it's evil and sinful. But then, lo and behold, you have Brian Head Welsh appearing on Huckabee's show. Which, by the way, who the fuck watches this?
I didn't know it existed until this.
I didn't either.
I mean, aside from us like reacting to it now, like who the fuck?
You know what would make this really better if they played Evolution?
If the entire ceiling collapsed? Oh,
well,
sorry,
that too, but I mean, like, if they played Evolution, that'd have been the best.
Yeah.
They really brought down the house. The ceiling collapse, that is.
The only person who looks at this and thinks it's cool is Von fucking Helton.
He'll be doing karaoke over this fucking shit.
Oh, God. No, don't give him the idea. Don't give him the idea. I don't want to hear that.
Oh, they were gonna go for a high five, but then it's like, give me a Christian side hug.
Give me that Christian side hug. Mike Huckabee, everybody. And that's how it ends, okay?
Yeah. It's just like darkness, nothing else, nothing more.
Just
nothing
like fucking
less.
Mike Huckabee's fucking soul, but
it's just like Mike Huckabee's mind. It's just like empty.
I do suppose that's an episode of.
Yeah, they ended like The Sopranos.
Yeah, I know, right? Just fades to fucking black.
That's how it should end, though. Tell you the truth.
All right.
So my theory is that someone shot Huckabee.
So, just to announce a couple things before we sign off. Next fucking episode we have is going to be next Saturday, where we're going to be celebrating 1 full fucking year of Underhaven. Day for celebrating that's going to be June 30th, but we're going to do a show on the 29th, so we're going to have Steve McRae on. We're going to do a bit of a longer show. Other than that, just consider joining our fucking Facebook group, Discord, and Reddit if you use those fucking websites, and consider leaving a comment because it really fucking helps us out.
If you find something you feel like we should cover, just post it there. We'll check it out. This is not official, but we're gonna look into having Kyle from Non Sequitur on, separate from Steve, because I don't know how they would feel about both appearing at the same time. Yeah, but we're gonna look into it, give them both opportunities to tell their sides of it,
present their case.
Nice. Yeah, we are biased, but we're gonna put that aside for the sake of the show and all that. And beyond that, yeah, not a whole lot's going on. We're gonna have RPG Minx on at some point.
We had to move that around, so it's gonna be sometime early in July. But yeah, she'll still be coming on sometime soon. That's gonna be a pretty fucking awesome guest.
All right, peace out.
Okay, here's why Underhaven no longer exists on Twitch.